How's it going? My name is Garrett, and I am here in Montana, in the mountains right by the Clark Fork River, somewhere in between Drummond and Missoula. I'm helping a friend work on his retirement property up here for a couple weeks before I head to work in Wyoming as a horseback trail guide. And I'm so excited to get over there, but right now I am practicing taking in the present moment. And I have this little notebook thing that I've been keeping with me for quite some time now, probably since the new year, and it's April 30th today, as of recording this. And I was thinking about this, and it's kind of awesome because I have kind of had a bit of a self-induced long journey, and of course the world always presents us with hindrances and challenges, and that's okay because the hindrances and challenges just become hurdles, and we are the hurdler, and eventually it just becomes a way for us to learn how to jump higher. So I was thinking about this while sitting here, and I wanted to record a video if for anyone else but myself in the future to reference back to the infinite possibilities that life presents us and God presents us. And if we're able to maintain a positive mindset and maintain our walk forward, then we can see them fruition. We see them to fruition. But I wrote this note while I was working at a Chinese food restaurant in Lake Havasu City, and I was sitting in kind of like in the back area. I don't know if you can hear the wind in the trees. It is beautiful. I was sitting behind the Chinese restaurant on a break, and I was a dishwasher at the time, and I've done a lot of things in my life so far, and dishwashing in a Chinese food restaurant was very kind of new and kind of one of the more less elaborate jobs I've done in my life so far. But it was paying the bills, so that's kind of all that matters, and it's honorable work, and it's honest, and you know what? We kind of clean our souls a little bit every time we clean up something. So doing a bunch of dishes was really healing for me at the time. But I wrote this note while sitting there, and I'm kind of thinking about it now as far as like where I was just a couple months ago and where I am now. And it's motivating to me right now in this moment, and maybe it'll be motivating to someone watching this video. So the note says, sitting in front leading rest in the snow at Valley Forge. Front leading rest is a push-up position. The front leading rest is like kind of a joke, I guess, but it's like it is a military term for being in push-up position. And Valley Forge is a military school that I went to right after high school. And I went there for 1 year. I was wanting to become a helicopter pilot at the time, a military helicopter pilot at the time, but through the process of going to school there, I decided that being in the military wasn't my path. But I have all the gratitude. I feel a shit ton of gratitude for those men and women who are in uniform serving the nation, any nation, all around the world, because whether or not we're American military or, there's a lot of people that are serving their nation in the world, and I'm sure almost 99,000% of them are doing an honorable service in their nation's military. So not just American military, and more than the American military does push-ups, but to all military, thank you. But anyways, I was at the military college, and the rest of the note, I'm just going to read the note and then talk about it. Sitting in front leaning rest in the snow at Valley Forge, I could have never imagined sitting here watching the sunset in Lake Havasu City. Right now, horseback riding in Yellowstone seems beyond possible, but it already is assured. What else can I barely imagine? Let's feel it firsthand. So basically, I was writing that while sitting on a curb up from a Jack in the Box drive-thru behind a Chinese food restaurant, looking at a very beautiful sunset. And it's like super empowering, because in that moment I was able to be present in that moment and see like the beauty of the sunset and feel the beauty of like not doing push-ups at the military school or shoveling snow over there at 4 in the morning. But at the same time, I didn't want to be a dishwasher at the Chinese food restaurant for the rest of my life. Like I have a lot of ambitions and a lot of goals and stuff, and I'm working on making all those reality. And at the time, it seemed almost impossible for my I had already been awarded the job or whatever with Real McCoys in East Yellowstone, and in a couple weeks I'm going to be over there horseback riding and helping people horseback ride and embrace nature and love nature and stuff. And it's a little bit easier for it to seem very, very real now, sitting here on a mountaintop in Montana, because it's just a few hours away driving wise, and for me in this moment it's basically just a matter of hours because it's a couple weeks away. And I am really, 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 really excited. It's going to be a lot of work, but I am so freaking excited because animals are my favorite things ever, and nature and working outside and doing hard work with my body, and I'm just really, really, really excited. But it's kind of the reason I wanted to make this video now is because at that time, even sitting here on this mountain felt like it could possibly be impossible. Like it just was too much of a wild dream for all the dominoes to fall correctly. And look, here I am. And in a way, here you are too. I can feel the love and the joy and all this stuff pouring through. And in just a couple weeks, I'm going to be in Wyoming and learning how to horseback ride like a master, and learning how to be a guide like a master, and learning how to do all those things. And I'm just so fucking stoked. I don't know if I'm going to try and put a bleep on that because I wanted to. I have a thing. It's not the best thing in the world to say bad words, but every once in a while some exuberance pours through some bad words, so I counteract the bad words with some push-ups. So might as well do that in the video too. I'm going to get this thing set up so that y'all can do some push-ups with me if you want to. So here's 10 push-ups for saying the F word. You know what? I want to do 20 right now, so let's fucking do it! Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I always do 3 at the end for thank you, for the energy to do push-ups. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's my video for right now, my message of the moment or whatever. And I don't know, if you don't necessarily have to be inspired by my experience, but if it inspires you to be inspired by your own experience, that's probably the best thing that can happen. So find the inspiration in your present moment, write down the goals that you want to do in your future present moment, and line up the dominoes and knock them down. So, and then some exercise here and there and in between is always good too. So love you guys, and I'll see you around.